I love chocolate milk.
Well, you got some on your...
Oh, did I get a porter?
Not even close, Carl. Right here.
There?
You're just making it worse. Where exactly do you think your mouth is?
Nice stash, Carl. You're supposed to drink it, not wear it.
You know what, Becky? I think I look pretty good with a mustache.
Well, it would help cover some of your face. Oh, check one for Becky.
Porter, do you think I can pull off a beard?
Yeah, but it would hurt.
Why don't we throw more milk on your face and see?
Becky, you'll probably have hair on your face before me. Oh, what, don't believe me? Look at Aunt Lily. You take after her.
Mom! Carl said I'd take after Aunt Lily.
What's wrong with taking after your Aunt Lily? You do have her cheeks. Carl, there are 2 objects in the garage that look suspiciously like garbage bags.
Sorry, I forgot to take them out.
You tell me that you're old enough to handle an 11 o'clock bedtime, but you can't even handle a couple of garbage bags.
How about I take out the garbage for the next 2 weeks and you give me an 11 o'clock bedtime?
Or how about you take them out and I keep your bedtime the same?
Oh, come on, Mom. I'm the only kid in my grade that hasn't learned that the 10 o'clock news is boring.
Get your stuff together, Becky. We're leaving for school in 5 minutes.
Tough break, dude.
Yeah, but if I had a 5 o'clock shadow, I'd have an 11 o'clock bedtime.
Hey, half the guys at Ben and I can grow facial hair, and they still sleep with teddy bears.
You're missing my point. Facial hair equals maturity.
All right, let's see how you look with a beard.
Wow, this is so cool.
See, there's certain things you don't say around an angel. You don't say, I look good with a beard, because 9 times out of 10, you're getting a beard.
Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to have a beard. Use your angel magic. Get rid of it.
You guys are going to be late for school, and I don't see any progress on the garbage bag front. What are you doing?
Nothing. It's just, the garbage stinks, yeah. That's it. I'm sure by now it just totally reeks, so, you know, I'm just getting ready for it. Yeah, just stealing myself, you know.
Let's give it one more shot. Let's give it everything we got. 'Cause if we get it right, we will surely conquer the world. I got my wings from an angel. Now we're winning it all the time. I'm giving wings to an angel. All the wings of an angel. Now we gotta learn to fly.
Porter, I'm begging you, take this thing away, please. I shaved it off 4 times this morning and it sprouted right back.
You don't own a razor.
I had to use my mom's.
Boy, I really need to start waxing.
Please, Porter, get rid of this. You have no idea how itchy it is.
All right. That's weird. This should be index. Flying bagels, Barkless Beagles, Instabeards. I didn't know that.
What didn't you know?
Magic beards last for a week. You're lucky I didn't give you sideburns. Those last a year. Sorry about that.
You're sorry? I'm 15. I said I wanted some stubble, not the face of a biker.
Actually, you look more like a lumberjack or a sea captain or a hockey player during the playoffs.
I look like a wizard. I am gonna be the laughingstock of Bennett High. I can see my nickname now.
Hey, look, it's a bite-sized Sasquatch.
At least you'll have a nickname. Stop worrying about it. Have I ever steered you wrong before?
Well, let's see. Yes!
Okay, other than this?
I said I wanted to be at the mall!
Don't worry, I'll get you out of this. Don't worry, I'll get you out of this. Don't worry, I'll get you out of this. Hey, I'm just an angel in training. I'm still working stuff out.
Well, looks like I'll be living inside my hoodie for the next week. All right, you can feed me sandwiches through the hole. And no tuna fish, please.
The thing with Carl is sometimes I've got to get him out of his safety zone, whether he likes it or not. You throw him in the water, he thinks he's gonna sink, but really, he can doggy battle with the best of them. And that, my friends, is fun to watch. It's time for Bennett High to meet the new Carl Montclair.
What do I do now, Porter? Tell people that I glued my hands to my face?
Relax, you look cooler than you think.
Oh, sorry, sir, sorry.
Sir? What was that?
You said facial hair equals maturity?
Maturity! This is not maturity, Porter.
Now that's maturity.
Ah, just the man I've been looking for.
Huh?
Thank you so much for coming at such short notice, Mr. Becker.
What?
Let me show you to the math class you'll be subbing.
Good luck, Mr. Becker.
Good morning, class. I'm Mr. Becker, your substitute teacher. Your substitute teacher. The beard probably tipped you off. And the Mr. part. So what were you guys working on?
That question on the board.
Right. Well, I can tell you how to solve this problem thingy on the board because I, being a math teacher, know this stuff. But that'd be too easy. So you there, smart kid, tell us how it's done.
How do you know I'm the smart kid?
Who else would sit in the front row?
They're sitting in the front row.
She's right, sir.
Again, very smart.
The three angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. So angle alpha...
If you have something to say, why don't you share it with the whole class?
All right. I was just saying that if I order Hawaiian pizza, I get cream soda. If I get meat lovers, then it's a root beer.
Sounds to me like you're studying for a pop quiz. Hey, if you guys want to do well in this class, I suggest you start laughing at those.
Why are we studying this stuff? My cell phone has a calculator.
Good point. Well, how many of you and your buddies are going to be eating that meat lovers?
Well, there's Benny and Jerome and Carter and...
Just need to know how many.
5.
And how do you divide up that pizza?
With that circling knife thing?
No, I mean between the 5 people.
Oh, I don't know. We always get into a big fight about that, and then Jerome gets all quiet.
Well, think of the pizza slices like triangles.
Done.
So, if you know how to measure a circle and a triangle, you know how to split up your pizza equally, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Wow, I never really knew that math could relate to junk food. Oh, thanks, Mr. B.
Mr. B. I like that. Now, moving on. Square pizzas.
So Mr. B caught Alex.
Mr. B?
Mr. Becker, the new substitute, but we call him Mr. B.
Gotcha.
Anyway, Mr. B caught Alex chewing gum, but instead of asking him to spit it out, he made him blow a bubble. Then we measured their circumference. Isn't that cool?
That's cool as a popsicle.
When Mr. B talks, everything makes sense. Before, math was just a bunch of numbers. Now it all adds up.
Porter, is he wearing my blazer?
No, I wanted him to look cool. Sorry.
You're supposed to make Carl a popular student, not a popular teacher.
Hey, it may be a little off-ramp, but it's still on the road to popularity.
Listen, Porter, you're not the one who has to live with a beard for a week, so I'm removing it from Carl.
Oh, don't do that. It'll be fine. Besides, how am I supposed to learn if you're always bailing me out?
Okay, but it's against my better judgment.
That's what I love about you.
Yeah, well, if only there were a few things I could love about you.
And remember,
Man, look at Mr. Becker teach trade.
Hey, Mr. Becker. He's got all the angles. He's got all the degrees of complexities. Kids call him Mr. B, but he's the king of trig identities. Mr. B.
Porter really needs to think things through before he doles out those miracles. Keep an eye on this situation and make sure it doesn't get too hairy.
As your trusty sidekick...
Minion.
As your minion, I'll stay on top of him like a wig.
But don't get involved. Porter says he wants to do it on his own. Well, let him do it on his own. Also, I wasn't finished.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
Oh, no.
Oh, what else?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. I'm your minion.
No, never mind.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
All right. I just wanted to say I finally got that new bow tie that I was looking at.
Oh, well, it looks very nice.
Well, no, this isn't it.
Well, I look forward to seeing you when you do decide to wear it.
Now I'm done.
and read chapter 6 for tomorrow, okay? And remember, doing homework in front of the TV isn't wrong. It's multitasking.
So you're the hip new substitute teacher everyone's raving about, Mr. B.
That's what they call me. Stands for Becker.
I gathered.
Mr. B, as in the best, as in the bearded one, as in...
Bogus or boring or both.
You know, being a substitute teacher is a lot different than you'd think. You just need to know how to rap with the kids on their level.
Rap?
It's the grown-up word for talk. Oh, and by the way, what happened to the real Mr. Becker?
I sent him to the wrong address. He needed a vacation anyway. Hey, not so fast, Mr. B. Teachers don't eat in the cafeteria. They eat in there.
In the teacher's lounge. I can't go in there. I'll just eat my lunch in a car or in the parking lot like the science teacher.
Talking the talk, but not walking the walk.
So you want to play it like that, huh? Oh, I'm talking and walking. I'm going in there.
You are?
Oh, yeah, Mr. B's hungry. Gots to feed the beard.
I'm teaching income tax today. It's just my way to get the kids to do my taxes.
At my history class, landscaping my backyard, I told them we were doing an archaeological dig.
I've got my math class dividing by 0 just to freak them out.
Dividing by 0? Well, that's impossible.
Ooh, don't I know it.
Carl Montclair.
Yes, sir.
Seems to be skipping classes. Becker, have you seen him?
Montclair, yeah, great student, right? Handsome kid. Real hope for the future of our nation.
Right. I mean, the skipping thing's not like him at all.
No, it's not like him at all. I'll be sure to have a rap session with him.
I appreciate that. Oh, are those scones? Jam! I need some jam.
Hey, Nakamura, is that coffee fresh? Like it matters.
It doesn't matter! It doesn't. He just said it! He just said it!
Mr. B is great.
Yeah, most teachers make us raise our hands.
He makes us raise the roof.
Gotta admit, that was pretty smooth how you convinced Becky and your mom that you joined all those school clubs.
Yeah, we don't even have a Mexican wrestling team.
But don't you think this is getting a little out of hand?
Well, I do have a lot of tests to grade, and they want me to run the safety committee, and...
I've created a monster, a furry little monster. Thank goodness there's only 2 more days of this and then back to normal. So long, beard, so long, Mr. B.
It's almost too bad. I think I was really beginning to make a difference with these kids. And I get the summers off.
You always get the summers off. You're still a kid, Carl. Speaking of which, you should be going to class.
I'm teaching 5 classes a day.
I mean, as Carl, you haven't handed in any homework in almost a week.
And I'm about to fix that. This is all my homework for the whole week, thanks to Jane. Jane, there's been a rash of plagiarism in the school. I'm gonna have to copy all your work.
Isn't that the definition of plagiarism?
Jane, you might just be a suspect. Hey, Jane worked really hard on that.
I can't let you cheat. It's against angel policy.
It's not really cheating if I'm too busy with teaching to do any homework.
No, actually, it's still cheating.
You know what? It's fine. I'm Mr. B. All right, I'll see you in 5th period. Oh, and heads up, multiple choice test today. All the answers are C.
Thanks a lot. Can anyone see you?
Oh, don't worry. I'm in stealth mode. Raccoon minions? Well, not just raccoon minions. All angel minions have the ability to be invisible. We can pop in and out anytime we want. It's especially cool if you have to let off a real stink bomb. You should see the looks on people's faces trying to figure out who did it. You look worried.
Look again. I'm not worried at all. It's all smooth sailing for Captain Porter on the SS No Problemo.
Oh, look, it's Carl's mom. How's the sailing now?
I think I'm sunk.
Yeah, man overboard. Or should I say man over beard?
Formula for the volume of a sphere.
4/3 pi r cubed.
Swish. Area of a triangle.
1/2 the base times the height.
Correct. Volume of a pyramid.
Oh, man. Couldn't do this math the first time I failed this grade. Or the second.
You can do it, Serge.
1/3 area of the base times the height?
And the height is?
The distance from the base to the apex?
I'm sorry, Serge, but touchdown! Just gossip about math until I get back. Or can't you see him in the middle of the class?
We're in big trouble. Your mom's in the principal's office.
She probably didn't buy that I was taking up beekeeping. Well, with my irrational fear of bees and all.
Actually, having a fear of bees is pretty rational. They sting.
Mr. Becker, please come to the principal's office and watch your step at reception. We got ourselves a spilled locket.
This is when we separate the boys from the boys with beards.
So from what you tell me, Porter's really in over his head this time.
Oh, you gotta get in there and help, boss.
What, do you think Porter's learned his lesson yet?
It's Porter. What do you think?
Well, we'll let him twist in the wind a little longer. Sometimes the best teacher is failure.
Then I must be a genius. Hey, can I have that banana peel?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thanks.
Dennis. Dennis.
Uh-oh.
The genius just landed on his head.
Mr. Becker, come in, come in. This is Angela Montclair, Carl Montclair's mother.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Have we met before? You look strangely familiar.
Oh, I get that a lot, Mom. Mom of Carl.
Mr. Becker, you are the only teacher that seems to have a connection with Carl. Yours is the only class he's not skipping.
This is unbelievable. It's just not like Carl.
Hey, I get that all the time. But we just might find it is like him.
Well, this is definitely unacceptable. I'll be sure to look into it right now.
Mr. Becker, please stay. Mrs. Montclair, have you noticed anything odd at home?
Yeah. There have been some weird things happening.
What specifically?
The only thing I can think of is Carl's joined a lot of school clubs.
Oh, well, that could definitely distract him.
Some of the clubs are so much fun. Couldn't get me out of astronomy. Called ourselves the Lunatics. Attention, please. Carl Montclair to the office.
What? Oh, so you want us both in here at the same time? Well, I'm gonna go get some coffee for our rap session. Would you like any coffee? I take mine black. I don't suggest the cream. I'll be back in just a moment. Porter, my mom and Principal Malone are waiting in the office, and they want to meet with Mr. Becker and Carl at the same time. What do I do?
I don't know. Tell them Carl's on a field trip?
No, that will only delay the inevitable. Okay, we have to fix this problem now.
Well, I just gave you my best idea and also my only idea.
If I could just get out of this mess, I'd never complain about being a kid again.
Can I get that in writing?
Hey, Dr. Kasabi.
So, Porter, what kind of trouble have you got yourself into?
No trouble. Well, maybe a minor adjustment to the, All right, I'm in trouble.
Well, do something. You guys might have an eternity, but I have to be back in that office right now.
Don't you think you need to clean up your own mess here, Porter?
Hey, that mess you're talking about is me.
Me too. It's my mess as well, and I can't fix this on my own.
Fine. I promised myself I wouldn't do this, but... Okay, now back up a little bit. Back up. This is big. Okay.
I haven't seen the beard from this angle. Looks good. I look so young and so innocent, yet so panicky.
Now, don't expect me to bail you both out again. This is a limited 2-for-1 offer.
All right, Mr. Becker. Let's go bail ourselves out.
Yeah, wait a minute, young man. Now, what's the lesson here?
I guess I'm a lot like Carl. And maybe I was rushing things a little fast. I just want my angel wings.
Looks like you did a little growing this week, too. Who am I fooling? I'm just glad there's not two of you. Now get out of here before I give you a 100-year detention.
Thanks, sir.
I just want to say that. Sorry, you go. Okay. I know that Carl's been off his A game, but I just want to remind everyone in this room how difficult it is to be a teenager. Isn't it tough, Carl? Oh, yeah, it sure is, Mr. B. He's a good kid.
That's still up for discussion. He's close to failing all his classes.
The issue here isn't how Carl is failing school, but how school is failing Carl. Exactly.
Hey, let's not go nuts here. This is a good school. We just bought 5 new tubas and a piccolo.
Maybe it's me. I should take some responsibility here. I've just been so busy at work lately.
No, it's not you, Mom. Well, it could be.
True. We should leave no stone unturned.
Obviously, it's my fault.
Maybe she's right. Now we can all move on, forgive and forget.
Have I just not been around enough for you, Carl?
No. All right, wait, look. It's not your fault, Mom, it's mine. The truth is, It was me who skipped all those classes. And it was up to me to complete all those assignments. And I promise I'll catch up on my studies, and I owe all of you an apology.
Now, that's what I call maturity.
You sort of remind me of myself before I had this beard.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're finally taking some responsibility. Oh.
This is also probably a good time to announce that I've been hired for a full-time teaching position on the other side of the country. Have you heard of Tingamunda High School?
No.
Then that's where I'm going. Goodbye.
Well, you'll be missed, Mr. Becker. And not just because you brought fresh muffins to the staff lounge every morning, but because you really cared for these kids.
Yes, thank you for everything you did to help Carl.
That's what Mr. B does, right? Oh, and if I can make one final suggestion. Carl's been showing a lot of impressive grown-up behavior. I think he's ready to have a later bedtime. Mr. Becker's right, Mom.
Well, as long as he remembers to take out the garbage.
So never.
Pretty much.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Haha, rock, beat, scissors in your face.
Well, that is such a complicated game, isn't it? But I guess that settles it.
The kids loved you, Mr. Becker.
Here's looking at me, kid. Dr. Kasabi, did you make the right one disappear? Which one am I? Wasn't he me, or was I him, or are we both ourselves?
Well, the best way to look at it is...
Hey, who's going to pay the bill?
Mr. Becker.
Great. Good. Now do one in German.
German. Here we go. Ready? And go.
Wie schlägt ihn Mr. Becker? Herum du sein, ich schlag do da auf mich alte Do. Volkswagen kommen, ich gehe Abschleppwagen, wie hab so lang und da mit der Beard.
Herr B. Wie schlägt ihn Mr. Becker am Eng sein? Ich lauf dann durch die Kämpfe durch. Wie schlägt ihn Mr. Becker am Eng sein? Bitte, Bier.